Go. Let's let it play. We're gonna instantly talk about basically their schedule, what they did in kind of the off season, on who they got and all that. So here we go. The Chiefs, our NFL refresher from the start of the season. They made it to the Super Bowl, folks. Did we call it? Let's see what we say. Here we go.
All right, our second team in the
Let's get this turned up a
AFC
little bit.
West is the Kansas City Chiefs. And
Alrighty, here we go.
Need to talk about them. Defending
Truly,
Super Bowl
do we
champions,
even need to talk
Patrick
about
Mahomes,
them? I
Andy
mean,
Reid.
folks, we really didn't even need to talk about them. We just had to because we were going over every team. So yes, we didn't even need to talk about this Chiefs team. Here we go.
They're the combination made in heaven. Andy Reid has been looking for this type of quarterback his entire career. Got it a little bit in Michael Vick, just a little bit. Was able to play with him a little bit. But now he's got Patrick Mahomes in the prime of his career. They locked him up. They gave him $1 billion. They said, "You'll play for us forever." And Patrick Mahomes said, "All right, I can rock with that. I'm a Chief for life." And they locked him up. So this team, they lost LaShawn McCoy. We saw they lost Spencer Ware, Kendra Fuller. They lost a couple of players, but they drafted. So they lose. They lose LaShawn McCoy, but they draft a running back in the draft from LSU, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He rushed for 1,400 yards and 16 touchdowns last season, so they're getting even better.
They did get even better. I mean, Clyde Edwards-Helaire really played out well for this Chiefs team. A great pickup. That was their first round draft pick, a running back, and they really hit it out of the park. So Clyde Edwards-Helaire, we really had no doubts about him. He showed out in college, and we were buying into him. So let's keep it going here.
Defense is still kind of the same. Didn't lose too much on that end. They still have their captain.
You know, their defense was absolutely fantastic this season. That's why they only lost one game. Yes, the offense is good, but you still need a solid defense. I mean, and the Chiefs did that this season. So the defense was still fine from last season to this season, and it played out fantastically throughout the season.
Tyrann Mathieu, who I love a lot. I really wish the Dolphins would have drafted him, actually.
I still do. I still do.
My personal Twitter, I said it. I'm a big Tyrann Mathieu fan, and he's really getting it done for this Chiefs defense. So.
Yes, and I went back and found those tweets from my personal account. Here it is. Here we go. In 2013, the draft night. I think this was draft night. Tyrann Mathieu is a first-round pick. This is me tweeting, folks. I said this in 2013. I love Tyrann Mathieu. Before he was even drafted, I knew this man was going to be a star in this league. Here's the proof, folks. 2013. And look at all these exclamation points, folks. I am not joking. I was not joking back then. You see this? What is this? 4 exclamation points. I was serious about this man. Tyrann Mathieu is a beast. Love it. And then in 2019, I retweeted, "I just want Tyrann Mathieu on the Dolphins. Now I got to wait 3 more years for another chance." That's when he signed over to the Chiefs. And, so I'm hoping once, that his contract expires on the Chiefs, he's already got the rings and the Dolphins will go and take a shot. So, hey, I'm not lying about the Tyrann Mathieu, folks. I called this out. I called Tyrann Mathieu out. Draft night, folks. All right, let's keep going here.
Not really too much to talk about for the Super Bowl champions. They're still fantastic in offense.
They are.
Defense.
They are, folks.
Taken
Truly.
Little bit of a hit.
Not even that much of a hit.
Here they go. I mean, lost a couple of defensive players. Nothing too notable. So their defense is still kind of. I mean, all the pieces are kind of returning. Besides LaShawn McCoy and Spencer Ware, but they kind of made up.
They truly made up. Yes, Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
So this team is still
doing better than I'm sure than what LaShawn McCoy would have done this season. So.
Easy their schedule is here.
All right, now we're going to go on and predict the schedule a little bit. We've got their schedule of everything. I mean, they only lost 1 game against the Raiders, so I guess we can just keep that in mind. Yes, they lose week 17, but nobody played. So just keep in mind that they only lost against the Raiders. Let's see how kind of our schedule prediction holds up. Did we say they were going to go 15-1, 14-2? I don't think we did, but we'll see. Let's see what we say.
That really should be a win. At home, at Houston. Thursday, that is going to be the first game to really tip off the season. Cannot wait for it. Next Thursday, y'all, get prepared. We will probably watch that game live here, so if you got nothing to do, you want to hang around us.
Yeah, we did not do that. We did not watch the game live. A little ambitious back then. I do still want to kind of do live games. It just takes a lot. I try to do that when we were doing the bubble. I did it for a couple of NBA games. It's a lot, folks. It's a lot. going on and being on for 3 straight hours. I am going to try and do that again for this NBA season. But keep in tune. We were a little ambitious at the start of the season.
Other fans that want to talk this game, we'll break it down live here at twitch.tv/takesbyfans. Thursday Night Football. Should be a win for the Chiefs.
It was a win for the Chiefs.
Does have a little bit of revenge they're looking for. They were up 24-0 in the playoffs, and the Chiefs put up 51. 51, and they win, what was it, like 51-34? So they're going to be looking for revenge, but overall this Chiefs team,
and they got revenge, folks. I mean, they blew them out. 34-20. Just absolutely blew them out. Not even really competitive.
I mean, they're still better. You still have to. I mean, Patrick Mahomes is better than Deshaun Watson, and Andy Reid is a hell of a lot better than Bill O'Brien. So.
Yes, Andy Reid is definitely better than Bill O'Brien. One has a job and is in the Super Bowl, and one has no job and is now in college. So I think we did call that right. I mean, I know that's an easy take to make, but we still said it. So
the Chargers shouldn't be too much to handle. Ravens, that's going to be a very fun game to watch. Monday Night Football, ooh boy.
And it was not even fun to watch, folks. How unfortunate. I mean, the Chiefs really blew out the Ravens. It wasn't even competitive either. I mean, against these good teams, the Chiefs have just been blowing them out. Once again, 34-20, just the same exact score as at Houston's game. And, we know that in this Ravens game, it was really non-competitive. Yes, Lamar Jackson, I think he got a couple of touchdowns in the fourth quarter, but throughout the entire game, it was not competitive. So, unfortunately, the game did not live up to kind of the hype that we were making it out to be.
3 Monday Night Football. Probably give them the win again. I mean, overall, this Chiefs team is better than the Ravens.
They are. That's why one's in the Super Bowl, folks.
New England Patriots have to face. That's probably a win. Vegas, that's a win. Buffalo at.
Is that our first wrong? They lost against the first meeting on the Raiders. Ooh, we were wrong. So we had it correctly predicted all the way up until the Raiders. Darn. Missed out on that Raiders loss, unfortunately.
Fine, I may even go to this game, or if I could.
We could not go to this Buffalo Chiefs game. We would have been there, unfortunately. No.
Saying the first 2 games you can't go to, but that would be a fun game to go to.
Yeah, first 2 games, and then basically once the season started, they're like, yeah, we're having no fans anywhere in any of these games. Most of the teams.
Do Thursday Night Football. Oh my God. Thursday Night Football in Buffalo, man, you already know how wild the Buffalo fans are and their tailgates. So Thursday night.
And the Bills were good this season, so they would have been even more like there would have been tables on tables on tables there. Damn, that would have been Chiefs Bills on that live Thursday night game. At Buffalo, that game. Damn, that would have been. It truly would have been great to go to.
Really out of hand. I think if there's fans in the stadium in this game, it could really, it would actually make the difference in this game. So we'll assume no fans will be in attendance, unfortunately, for the Bills. But that if they were, I could see the Bills upsetting. So far, I actually have to give them a loss against this Ravens team because other than that,
we backtracked. No, why did we backtrack? Now we're saying a loss against the Ravens.
The team's gonna go 16-0 maybe. So.
Hang on. What did we just say there?
16-0 maybe. So loss against the Ravens team because other than that, I mean, this team's going to go 16-0 maybe. So
we said if we didn't give them a loss against the Ravens, the team would have went 16-0. And they honestly would have went 16-0 if it was not a loss for that Raiders team. If they were 15-0 going into Week 17, they would have played all their starters to probably have an undefeated season, in my opinion. So, hey, we were kind of right. We were looking for a loss to give them because we thought they would go 16-0. Let's see. Let's continue on. Let's see what else we say. Are we going to backtrack again? Hopefully not. Hopefully we just leave it there and take the win. But let's see what we do.
Win against Texans, Chargers, loss against the Ravens, win against the Patriots, Raiders, Bills, Broncos, Jets, Panthers. Really kind of easy 3-game stretch here for them.
Let's see. Was it really an easy 3-game stretch between the Broncos, Jets, and Panthers? Let's see. Did they blow them out? Broncos 43-16, Jets 35-9, and Carolina was actually close, 33-31. But that was an easy 3-game stretch, really blowing out the teams, and then looking forward to the bye, maybe kind of slip their mind against Carolina a little bit.
Coming off the bye, they don't split against the Raiders, so they win that game.
They did kind of split against the Raiders. That's what we're wrong about, folks. Kind of our one big wrong here. We kind of substituted the Raiders loss for the Ravens loss. Let's continue on here.
I'll have them losing in Tampa Bay just so they don't go 16-0. They didn't go 16-0 last year, so I don't really suspect that they would do it this year. Once again, beating the Broncos, I don't think they split. They beat the Dolphins. They lose against the Saints. They beat the Falcons, and they beat the Chargers. So
and we said they lose against the Saints. That we were wrong about that. We'll go to that game. Saints, close game, 32-29. So, very close. But, the Chiefs did win it, so we were wrong about that.
Schedule for this Chiefs team, 3 tough games, but that's really it. Easy games in Miami, the Jets, maybe the Panthers. I mean, they've got.
And that Dolphins game wasn't too easy. Yes, they got out to a kind of a big lead, but the Dolphins did kind of stay in it and came back and made it decently competitive, 33-27.
A whole new team, new quarterback, new coach. So we'll see if they're able to kind of get it together early in the season. But a favorable schedule. The 3 hardest teams are the Ravens, Bucks, and the Saints. So once again, I mean, they could definitely repeat another 12-4 season. We have it officially marked at 13-3.
Officially marked at 13-3. We missed it by 1. They officially went 14-2. Darn it.
But once again, this team will win the division. They will go to the playoffs. They most likely will go to the Super Bowl, and we'll see how it plays out then. But yeah, this team is still very good, which I'm pissed about because the Dolphins are still in the same conference, so doesn't look like we'll get to the Super Bowl anytime soon. All right, let's.
Well, I mean, we kind of called it there at the end. We kind of said they would most likely get to the Super Bowl. Here they are. We're talking about them. Super Bowl week, Chiefs, Bucks in the Super Bowl. And we are still pissed that, the Chiefs are still good because they kind of, that loss against the Chiefs for the Dolphins was kind of a main reason why we didn't make the playoffs. We get the win there. We get one more win. We make the playoffs. So Chiefs, I mean, they're tough, folks. I mean, they're a great team. We knew this coming into the season. They were going to be fantastic. This is the new dynasty in the league. It's Chiefs. It's Patrick Mahomes. It's, Andy Reid. They're locked up forever. Yes, they just need a fast piece. You can find fast anywhere in the draft. You just need to go and teach that fast talent to catch the ball. Luckily for the Chiefs, they have Tyreek Hill who can go and chase the ball down and high point the ball and all of that. So, yeah, that was kind of our little refresher here today on the Chiefs. Called it pretty decently. We said overall 13-3. I think we said they would probably lose against the Bucks, the Saints, and the Ravens. They beat all 3 of those teams, no trouble. So, I mean, folks, they're even better than we thought they would be. How crazy is that? They're even better than last year. They exceeded our expectations by a lot. Really only lost 1 game against the Raiders, and then the last game against the Chargers, they lose because they played nobody.